If your heel doesn't reach your buttocks, or maybe you can't even grab your foot, then your thigh muscle is shortened and tight, lacking flexibility. That's why I'm showing you how to change that step by step and then achieve something wonderful again. Join in, feel your thigh freer and more mobile, and enjoy a whole new walking and standing sensation. And of course, how you can easily sit back on your heels, or in a standing position, bring your heel back to your buttocks. Why do these muscles shorten so much? We sit so they're not under any strain, and when standing and walking, they're almost in the shortest position, so they're always being trained in the shortened position. For example, most people don't go down into a squat, and this is an important exercise. But we restore all of that through the exercises we're doing now to stretch the muscle properly. And when the muscle can return to its normal length, then it's no problem to bring the heel comfortably to the butt. Go into the 4-point position for the first exercise. Place your knees roughly shoulder width apart and stretch your feet out. Then slowly shift your weight backward to see how far you can comfortably go. Perhaps you stop at this point because you start to feel it in your knees or your thighs. Perhaps you can also sit down. It doesn't matter where you are at the moment. Just stay exactly where the stretch still feels just about bearable. I prefer to sit on my heels. For me, it works, and I even go a bit beyond that. But you stay exactly where you feel it's still just bearable. Now we'll wait for a moment until everything settles and starts to give in a little, allowing the tension to be released gradually. The tight muscles always require a certain amount of time. Remember, it's only after half a minute that they truly begin to yield properly. That's why any stretch shorter than half a minute, in my view, feels a bit like a waste of precious time to me. And just as you notice the tension starting to fade, you always move slightly further back or lower down, bringing your glutes even closer toward your heel gently. And then you push with both feet as firmly as possible, regardless of the position you're in at that moment, against the floor, as if you wanted to make the angle wider. But that's not possible because the floor doesn't make it possible, and then you relax again, let go, and gently move a bit deeper into the stretch. And then you repeat the process. You press firmly against the floor, relax, and gently go deeper into the stretch. And then you allow yourself to sag a little and pull your heels closer to your buttocks. Pull really tight, actively engage in that motion. That's going to activate and strengthen all the muscles surrounding the knee joint area again. Nicely balanced, and you relax. And now we continue moving forward smoothly. You carefully bring your right lower leg into the correct position, preferably parallel to the edge of the mat or the carpet, and then try to see how close you can bring your buttocks to the heel, aiming for a comfortable and controlled position. Stay exactly where you can't go any further. Maybe it will go a bit further now because of the warm-up exercises we just did. And if it already works, then lift off, as I'm showing here. And move back very gently. As far as you notice that the tension where the muscle feels so tight, it still seems just bearable and comfortable to hold without any strain, discomfort, or pushing yourself too hard. And then we increase it. You slowly and gradually move your hips a bit closer to your heel each time, if you haven't done it yet. And gently guide your navel a bit further back, allowing the pelvis to naturally tilt, or more accurately, lift up with this subtle, controlled motion. Lifts in this direction. When you gently draw your navel inward, you'll immediately notice a stretch sensation in this particular area. And then you press your right foot firmly into the ground as hard as you possibly can. Release, ease a little bit further into the stretch. Press against it once again. With as much force as you can manage, release once more, go a bit deeper into the stretch, turn briefly. Over onto your left side now. Bend your knee and gently pull the leg back. Then return, move around a bit freely, and we smoothly transition. To the other side, carefully aligning the lower leg parallel to the edge of the mat or carpet as you settle into the movement with ease, control, and focus. Then bring your buttocks as close as possible to your heel, and then, while engaging your pelvis, continue to gently move further back, maintaining control and alignment throughout the movement. Get a good feel for it. And draw the belly button back and in. You can really feel it here in the front of the left thigh. There's a lot of tension building up in that specific area right now. And that's good because that's exactly the muscle that keeps you from bringing the heel to the buttock. And then you press your left foot into the ground as firmly as possible. Release, release. And go a bit further back with your navel. And once more, you firmly press your foot into the ground. Release again and gently move a little bit further back this time. And then you slowly come out of the movement. Take the knee back, pull the heel closer toward your butt, and then try to extend just a bit further, by slowly and gently moving the knee gradually further backward, because there's an extra muscle involved in that movement. That runs over the hip and has a significant impact on why you're struggling to lift your foot properly. And now we need something to prop it up. So either you grab 2 books and a belt, or you can use another item you have, our foam roller along with the stretching strap to assist. You take the foot, you practically hook yourself in and turn around, so that you place the knee. Up, bring the groin down towards the floor, and then pull the leg in towards your body gently, maintaining a steady, controlled, and smooth motion throughout the entire movement. This is in principle the same movement as the second and third exercise, but here we first move into the hyperextension of the pelvis, specifically the hip, and then gently pull the heel back towards the buttock in a controlled manner. And this is, even though it's more cumbersome, actually the more effective exercise. Because in terms of sequence, it works better that way. Keep pulling closer. And then try to straighten your leg by pulling against the stretching strap. Then release the tension again and pull your foot even closer toward you. And once more. Attempt to extend the leg fully. Keep it relaxed. Pull it closer and let go, then pull again actively. Actively, really nicely, pull your heel towards your buttocks, engage those muscles fully. And slowly come back out to the starting position with a smooth and controlled movement. And now we'll perform the same movement on the opposite side. Place the books or whatever you've got ready, or the roll. Put the belt securely around the foot. Place the knee firmly on the elevation and press the groin down toward the floor, and then gently pull the foot back toward the buttocks. You might notice it with this pull as well. You can feel exactly that spot when you're standing and want to bring your heel to your buttock. That's exactly where it hurts. Keep pulling closer. First, give it a bit more time so that the muscles and fascia can properly let go. Always remain within that specific range of stretch intensity, which still feels just about bearable. It must still feel like a comfortable kind of pain. Deep breaths, breathe out fully. Exhaling completely always relaxes you, and then you can go further into the stretch. And then you also pull here, as if you were trying to stretch your leg. The stretching strap keeps the leg securely in place. And you relax again, pull it closer. And once more. You want to stretch your leg? Loosen up, pull it even closer. And actively draw your heel back closer toward your glutes once more now. Keep going. Pull really actively, pull even more, fully engaging those muscles with intention. And slowly come back out, keeping control and awareness throughout the exercise. Now try standing up again right away and take a moment to notice if there's a difference compared to how it felt before. Here's the translation. Feel free to leave a comment on whether you can come up higher now. You can even test it and measure it, then compare to see how you're progressing day by day. Share the video with anyone who should do it too. Honestly, everyone should be able to do it.